Hello, everyone. My name is Ed Pena. This is my third try at YouTube again. Um, I originally was just reviewing anime and all that stuff, but switched over to wanting to just show what I do for work, which is motion graphics and just like my hobby, my love for sports and maybe just other random things like movies and stuff, and really just yap about my experiences as a motion designer and everything. So for this first video, I'm gonna start a new series called FIFA World Cup Imperialism, as the World Cup is about to start in a couple weeks, like 2 to 3 weeks. I filled out a map. In Photoshop. I colored the flags and everything. Oh, yeah, this is the World Cup map that I was talking about. Basically, as you can see here, I did for all 48 teams, like the host countries over here, like Canada, USA, Mexico, and then some of the other countries as well. Like I tried doing their flag like within their borders. I grabbed like a map off online and I placed it in Photoshop and just painted over. This took me about a couple of days because I mean I wasn't gonna do all this in one day because that's all. It's gonna get tedious over time, you know. But yeah, so there's Panama, there's Haiti, I don't know how to say Haiti, yeah, Haiti. And this one's too small, but that's Curacao, and then Ecuador, Venezuela. No, that's my bad. That's Colombia. Venezuela's on this. This is Venezuela. This is Colombia. Ecuador, Brazil. What's it? Paraguay, Uruguay, Argentina, and then I think that's it for the Americas. And then going on to what are you doing, bro? Whatever. Okay, there I go. I'm so used to like After Effects. Like usually you can just hold the middle mouse button and just scroll, but I never really use Photoshop. Yeah. I mean, Europe, there's a whole bunch of countries. I mean, Europe, they usually have the most teams in there because I guess that's where the most talent is, I suppose. I'm not really sure, honestly. I like FIFA. Like, I watch soccer only during FIFA time. But other than that, I really don't. I really don't. I'm more of a baseball fan. But I like doing this on the side for fun because, you know, World Cup, it's fun and stuff. I personally like it. I love it. I love the competition within all the countries, and you can see like different cultures and stuff like that. It's really nice. The WBC actually those also did the same thing. It was like FIFA but for baseball. I love that whole series. Venezuela actually won that one, and that was exciting to see. Even though I'm from the U.S., I go from Mexico because my family's from Mexico, but it was still fun to see. But yeah, no, this one is Sweden, Norway, Scotland, England, France, Spain, Portugal, Switzerland, Belgium, Netherlands, Germany, Czech Republic, Austria, I think it's Bosnia, and then Croatia, and then Turkey over here, and then down here it's I think you say Tunisia. I don't know. Morocco, Algeria, Egypt. What is it? Senegal, Ghana, Ivory Coast, or Cote d'Ivoire. I don't know. I think that's how you say it. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then this is the Republic of Congo. Yeah, South Africa. You know. Oh, and what's that called? It's like Cape Verde. It's right here. It was too small, so I just drew that for now. If they win any games, they'll get more land. I'll explain the rules later after I go over all the countries. This is Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Iran, Kazakhstan? No. Kazakhstan's the one on top. Uzbekistan, I think. Yeah, Uzbekistan. there's so many stands. It's like a lot. I think all this area right here is stands. Korea, Japan, and I think Australia is the last one. Let me zoom out. Yeah. Oh, and New Zealand. Oh, New Zealand over here. So yeah, all 48 teams spread out through Asia, Africa, Europe, and the Americas. So basically, as the tournament goes on, you'll see like there's a lot of empty like land and everything. I'm leaving those empty just for now because one, I just want to, as it's starting off, I just wanted to do like just a country having its own land. And I just realized I forgot to do Alaska. I'll do that later. I'll have it ready by the first round. But as you know, in FIFA, there's a like the group stage, and then there's like the knockout stage. So for the group stage, the rules are basically, whenever a team ties, actually no, let's go wins first. So when a team wins, they gain more land. So for example, let's say if Canada wins, let's say they beat like who's in their group. Let's go Australia. I honestly I forgot how the groups are right now. But let's say like they beat Australia. Canada will take over Greenland, and then their flag will be traced over Greenland. And so that's how it's gonna be. They take over one country either next to them or next to their opponent. So like for example, like those are like super landlocked. Like for example, let's go with Spain. So they're not landlocked, but like there's no room for them to move anywhere, right? Because they got Portugal under west, and they got France under north. So let's say they play Ghana over here. If they play Ghana and Spain wins, they get to take one of the countries next to Ghana. So like let's say they can take I forgot the name of this country right here. But yeah, they can take this one. Or they can take the one to the north. But it has to like touch their border. And so each win they get, each country the more countries they will get. So like let's say they win 3 more, same rules apply. Since Spain is just can't move, they'll have to take their opponent's neighbor. And so at this point in time, the most they can get is 3. Yeah, and if they tie, I actually haven't really thought about this one yet. Because I originally, when I did this like 4 years ago, it was 3 countries, but I think that's a little bit too much. So I'm just doing it 1 country now. I guess they split. They can split the country. Yeah, if they tie, they can like split the country. Let's say like same rule here. Spain and Ghana. If they tie, they can split the country to the north. Just like cut it down the middle, like one flag on one side, other flag on the other side, and so on and so forth. And then like let's say Spain wins that game, and then they have territory in north of Ghana. And if they win the next game, they can either take more territory north of Ghana, because now that's now their territory, or they can, let's say like their next game is against Uzbekistan, they can take over Kazakhstan. Not my bad. Mongolia is like okay, whatever. Mongolia's over here, but like they can take over Kazakhstan, and I did not mean to do that. So yeah, I'm not over. Well, yeah, take over Kazakhstan, whatever. So that's basically the rules of it, and so I'll keep this updated like as like the game days go, because like there's 3 game days in the group stage. So as soon as day 1 ends, I'll update it and I'll do another video of how the map looks like, and then so on and so forth. So day 1, day 2, day 3, and then that'll be it for the group stage. And as the group stage finished, there should be, I think for this year, because they bumped it up to 48 teams, I think it's 32 teams that make the finals, like they make the the knockout stage. So at that point, it'll be 32 teams, um, like spread throughout, and that will be different. The way I'm gonna handle that is I'm just gonna like accrue all like the near like land. So like for example, like let's say Australia won like 2 games, so they take over. They take over the Philippines, and they take over. I forgot the country here over here. Papua New Guinea. They take over those 2 countries, right? And let's say they make it to the knockout stage, and they have all this land. They'll take over India. They'll take over the Cambodia, Thailand, and all the countries in here. Maybe China, if Korea doesn't win. If Korea makes it, then they can take over China. Basically, I'll explain more in depth once we get there, and maybe once like there's a more of a visual like example, you guys all understand. But basically, the whole country's like the whole world's going to be taken over by those 32 teams, regardless of whether they're participating or not. So some countries might have bigger like territory, some countries might have smaller territory, and so when they reach that knockout stage, let's say like first round USA versus Mexico. Let's say USA has like, I know they have, no, they don't have South Africa. They don't. Mexico has South Africa, and for in their group, I know for sure. So let's say Mexico like beats South Africa, because they're also, oh no, they got land, they got some land down here. I guess they could take over that too. Remember, if they have land, they have to take that. If they don't, if they're landlocked like the USA right here, then they have to take the opponents. Like the opponents, like Plan B. If you have open land next to you, then you can take that. You just can't pick and choose, you know. At least not for right now. But yeah, that's the rule. And yeah, so let's say Mexico has like all this land right here, right? And let's say USA, gonna take a while to guess. Let's say they play Senegal. I think they have Senegal in their group. I'm not sure. They have Senegal, right? They can't move anywhere, right? So they have all the land surrounding Senegal. So let's say like these countries right here. So this will all be like U.S. flags and stuff like that. And this will all be Mexico flags. And then it'll be like filled in, and so they'll probably have more. And so yeah, let's say USA and Mexico, they play in the first round. Let's say, I'm gonna go with some bias here. Let's say Mexico beats USA. They'll take over all of USA territory. So they'll take over this side here, and then they'll take over the mainland of the USA and Alaska too. So yeah, that's how it works, and it'll keep going until to the World Cup final. And so there's 2 teams, so the world would be divided, maybe not in half, but like they'll be divided into two teams. Like let's say, for example, like the World Cup final is like Argentina and Germany or something. A rematch of the 2014 World Cup final, and they have some countries like spread out throughout, and then whoever wins gains all of the countries. If you've seen videos like this before, I'm sure you know how it works, but I'm just yapping to yap, you know. But yeah, this will be like, I think an 8 to 9 part video series. Just keeping it, and I would just recap some of the games from what I remember, because I'll watch all the games. Well, to my best ability, because I don't know if some of them are gonna be at the same time or not. But I'll watch all the games to my best of my ability, and yeah, I'll just keep you guys up to date with how this looks, and yeah. But some exciting things are coming to the channel once I get more of it done. I do 3D modeling, so I'm still working on 3D modeling stuff. Among Us is pretty, I guess, making a comeback. And so I'm working on the scale map for Among Us in 3D. That's gonna take a while, because I'm trying to go into depth with it, like model like all like everything in there, like down to like the seams and everything, and so that will take a minute, but I'll do a review of that once I finish, and then yeah, I'll just keep you guys updated with all my work. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys next time when the World Cup starts, and we'll see day 1 and then day 2 and then all that forth.